my gosh, why would I say this?
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you think that stemmed from? Like the people pleasing?
Being the firstborn daughter.
Okay.
And just being expected to serve.
Wow.
To others. So I think that's where that stemmed from. Again, that's through therapy. I didn't know this before. I just thought, why am I like this? Why is no one else like this? And why all other people are like this, but why? But it's literally through childhood and always being expected to lead example and to always be there to serve.
So that pressure. Yeah, to disappoint. Pressure.
Yeah, okay. I want to make everyone happy. I don't mind if I get hurt, but nobody else gets hurt.
You know,
we're here
again. Thank you. How you feeling?
I'm good.
How's your week been?
Week's been good. Very relaxing. I've got a vision board party next week, so I'm just preparing for that. But yeah, it's been good.
Okay, since you mentioned a vision party, how did that come about? Because I watched your video when you first did a vision board. So that was your first ever.
That was my first ever. So that was December 2020. I was going through it. It was a very tough time. And me and Maggie were very close because we literally just lived around the corner from each other. So I always used to go to hers. And then I've always seen people do vision boards, but I never ever did one for myself. And because me and Maggie was just on this wavelength of like, you're just trying to be very intentional about it. So I just literally messaged her like, oh, can we do a vision board? Like, yeah, and we made it a whole thing and we filmed it on YouTube and it was good. And then I didn't do one for December 2021, but I did one for December 2022 for 2023, but I did a digital one.
Okay, on your phone and...
On my phone, but it's my wallpaper.
Okay.
So this whole year, my wallpaper has been what my vision board needs to be. It's like consistency, and then it's got something about delayed gratification, and it's got pictures of me and pictures of things that I like, and then travel, water, all of that. So I just always had that as my wallpaper, so it was a constant reminder of what it is that I want. Then one I was just randomly like just working normally, and then this idea just dropped in me like, I'll have a vision board party. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should have a vision board party. Like, it just literally, it's like God spoke to me, like, do this. It. And then I just executed it.
Wow. You didn't even think twice, you just thought,
I think, just do it. Or else if you think about it too much, you won't do it. And I thought this is the perfect time. Yeah, don't think about it too much. Just execute.
I overthink everything.
No, because if you overthink things, you will never do it. You think, oh, I'm not going to sell tickets, I'm not going to find a venue.
You'll find every excuse in the world not to do it.
So I just... messaged someone. I messaged a friend who does like well-being stuff because I wanted it to be a twist of like you're looking after, because this year I have really prioritized myself. I've been very selfish and just put me first and my well-being, and I have seen a big difference. So I was like, so as well as us going after our goals, we have to look after ourselves before we go after
because you won't be able to.
You won't be able to do it. There's no point. If your health is not there, you will not be able to do your goal. So I was like, I want to do a vision board but around well-being. And in this year I've been subscribed to Wellness Treats. And every month I get a subscription. I've even got one here.
What is Wellness Treats?
Wellness Treats is basically a monthly subscription whereby you get well-being goodies that will just help towards your wellness. So it could be a body scrub, it could be a journal, it could be a colouring book that for you when you're stressed out. But it's just different.
Oh, so it's random.
It's random items, so it's like a surprise. And I remember this year, May, my mental health was in the pits. Was it March? One of the months. One of them. My mental health was in the pit, and when I got that box, it literally cheered me up.
What was in your box? The first box?
The first one, there was a workout dice, so you throw it and you just do a workout. The second one was there was a candle, then there was also a body moisturizer. So just stuff that you use to pamper yourself, and you may not necessarily buy it, but then you need it. A nail filer. But yeah, there's just been various products throughout, a journal and whereby you have to write what you're grateful for. So it's various things. I remember that month when it came in, and I just kind of like felt better afterward. So I asked her if she would sponsor their event in terms of like goodie bags so that people can leave being well equipped for 2024. And she said, yeah, that's okay. I just created I spoke to my friends about it, and I was just like, they're like, yeah, go for it. That's on brand. That's something that you should be doing. And I would love to run workshops and just help people with their well-being, because I just feel like people don't look after their mental health. And I feel like your mental health is a little bit more important than your physical health, because it does impact everything else. So I just executed it, and now I just got one more ticket to sell, and then I'm officially sold out. And I'm very surprised. I'm so surprised. And I feel like, we're so hard on ourselves, and we just think, oh, it can't be me that will do this. It was always for other people, but it can be for you as well. But yeah, it's very exciting. So yeah, that's what I've been doing all week, just concentrating, and I'm just trying to make it very personal. So I've asked people what do they want for 2024, and I'm writing them a personal note towards that, so that they feel like they've been heard and they've been listened to. Because you say you want all these things and it can just be generic, but sometimes you don't actually think about what you actually want for the next year and being intentional about it. So so that's what I've been doing this week. I'm just preparing. I've got 1 more week to go. So very
that's
Yeah,
exciting.
it's exciting.
It's gonna be you and your element. No, but it's you and your element.
I guess
like
so.
Your first event.
First
event. WhitneyQ event. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
First of many.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope to do one every
different.
quarter.
Yeah, it's different.
I've seen the importance of breaking down your goals and saying, okay, for the first quarter, I want to do this, and then concentrating on that one goal. I think generally we do, this is what I want for this year, and then before you know it, by April, May, you've forgotten about what you want for it. So I feel like just being very intentional and meeting up again, okay, what do you want for the second quarter, and it being in alignment with the season that you're in as well, because life happens, things change.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So you said you had a digital vision board.
Yeah.
I have one too, but I didn't really follow through with everything. Like, so what was it when you looked at your phone and you followed through with everything?
It's literally because anytime I look at my phone, it's a constant reminder. Yeah. I don't have to go looking for it. It's just there. If someone messages me in the background, is Galatians 6:9 saying that how you do something for today, for tomorrow. So I'm like, okay. And I think that's what kept me in the gym, is that I'm not doing this for now. I'm doing it for the future. So yeah, I just had it on my phone, and it's on my iPad as well. Okay. So it's like everywhere I go, I see. In my room, I've got post-it notes that's got like affirmations and reminding me that I am an amazing person. So I think for me, I'm a visual person, and I need to see it for it to be stuck into my mind. So I would recommend having it as your wallpaper. Yeah.
It's my wallpaper. It's on my laptop. But I feel like now it's just. It feels like it's just there. So when I see it, it doesn't give me that. So I don't know if that's something I need to change, like my mindset. It probably is.
I think it might be a mindset, and then just like remembering. And then it depends on what do you have. Just pictures on there, or do you have?
It's
words?
Pictures. It's quotes.
Okay.
Yes, a combination of pictures.
You should have got pictures of yourself.
No.
You should have pictures of yourself.
Yeah, so I saw someone, she had like a normal one, but she had cut up her face.
Yeah.
And stuck it on like the thing. So if it was how someone dresses,
she
would cut her face and
put it on there. So exactly. So then your brain will be like, this is
me. Yeah.
But I had pictures of myself, because I have a photo shoot for everything. Every single birthday I have a photo shoot. So I had those pictures on there, and I could see how happy I was. And then I related that to the other things that I want, which is the health and travel, financial freedom. So it just constantly just reminded me. So try to have pictures of yourself, because then you'll be able to relate more to the visual than it just being a random poster of just.
It's true. So even saying it.
So even from a visual board party, I'm gonna have a printer there, so that people can send pictures that they want. Because I can give you like words and pictures and random stuff, but there might be something very personal to you. Maybe you want a certain car, or a certain house, or a certain job, like, and I wouldn't know that. So then we can just print it off on the day, so that you can cut out whatever it is that you want to put on your vision board. Yeah, so it's very personal.
Okay. Now that would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. So when did this start, your wellness journey? Have you always been like this?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I've always been. I mean, no. So I went to Ghana earlier on this year. So I think the last time we met was before I went to Ghana.
So you've already been this year?
Yeah, in February. Maybe when I it was before.
Was it before? No, it was after. I think it was after, because you told me the date you were landing, or maybe it was. I don't know.
I think it was before, because I had a wig on, and ever since I've come back from Ghana, I've not done
a wig. Okay.
I think
it was.
Maybe it was before. It was before.
Just before.
Before. Went to Ghana. Had a great time. Yada yada yada. There's something about coming back from Ghana when depression just hits you. And it just came like a ton of brick. It was really bad. I was crying every single day, because I think I just was faced with the reality of my life. Not that saying my life was bad or anything, but you just go on such a high. And I feel like I entered into the year, I was in Barcelona for my birthday, and then I came back to London, and then the next thing to look forward to was going to Ghana. So when you're having something to look forward to, you're distracted from your actual reality. So when I came back from Ghana, everything, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I was like, I'm here and I don't want to be here. I don't like this. It was bad. So it took me being at rock bottom, and literally my friend asking me, what is it that I want in life, and what is it that I want to do, for me to be like, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that. But funny enough, I started my fitness journey before, but I think going through that was like, when you're at rock bottom, there's no other option but to
yeah.
And then I was like, I really want to do hosting. Like, that's what I actually genuinely
It's been on your heart for years, so
years.
it's like, I can't ignore this.
I can't. And then the thing is that when I do ignore it, I get dragged back into it. When I don't even market myself as a host, I get booked for stuff. So yeah, she's like, okay, concentrate on that. And I was like, I'm overweight. I don't feel healthy. I don't like how I look in pictures. She's like, okay, cool. Let's work on that. And then slowly, I just was very, very selfish. And then I started therapy as well. That was another thing that was good. I started therapy, and then it was very interesting understanding like my childhood and why I am the way I am, and just leading up to where I am today. So I just really took my well-being very, very seriously because, and then that's when I started putting post-it notes and just trying to control the environment. And I was on YouTube heavy, just listening to other people and what they had to say and how they got out of it. So I think I can say I was depressed. Yeah, it was bad. I was really, really depressed. So I had to take action towards it. And then I've realised that it's something that you do just every single day. So it was in a really, really bad place, and then I slowly came out of it. And then now it's just like maintaining myself, really. So I'm even thinking about stopping therapy soon because not that I don't need it, but it's just like I've learned, and I've got the tools that I need.
Okay.
And I wanted to have therapy that I'm just not waiting for a crisis to happen before I go into therapy, but more or less that I'm able to maintain and actually go into, because I think people go to therapy when something happens, and all the concentration is on that situation. But when everything is okay, that's when you can actually go to the root cause of everything. And then I feel like I've done that. I'm like, okay, I understand this, I understand that.
You said you have all the tools you need.
Yeah, I have all the tools I need, so I feel like I don't really need therapy.
When did you start therapy?
Started March.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's been this whole year.
Is it weekly?
Weekly.
Okay.
Then I changed it to bi-weekly. So first it was intense, then I changed it to bi-weekly. And yeah.
Face to face?
No, over on...
How do you find like virtual?
Psychology Today. If you go to Psychology Today...
No, like how do you find it? Doing
how do I find it?
Yeah, instead of face to face.
I think because I'm so used to virtual now.
Okay.
It's become normal.
Right.
If I did virtual before COVID, I would have felt that this was a bit strange.
Okay.
But because I'm so used to virtual.
So what was the website then?
Psychology Today.
Okay.
And you can kind of pick what ethnicity you want them to be, if they don't want them to.
So similar to BetterHelp.
Yeah.
Is BetterHelp.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, just match and then you just have an initial chat and go from there.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So let's move on to your 20s.
Oh God.
Yes.
It was like such a long time ago.
Because like I said to you before, I feel like you've really experienced things in your 20s. Yeah. You travelled, you discovered yourself.
Yeah.
But the travelling, number one, I feel like travelling alone as well. You learned so much about yourself.
100%.
So what was your 20s like?
20s were chaotic. I felt like I didn't know myself. I felt like I was just kind of coasting. But it was fun. I don't think I registered that I was in my 20s as much as I've registered that I'm in my 30s.
Okay.
And my the person in the 20s didn't care about the person in their 30s. She just literally was just living whatever. But the difference now is that the person in their 30s really cares about the person in their 40s. Because it's like, I'm eventually going to get there. So I need to, I'm preparing myself. Yeah. And I feel that thing that you're never going to get to your 30s. But yeah, no, it was good. I just kind of did what was expected of me, go to uni, travel. I didn't move out until I was in my 30s actually. So I was still living with my parents. Travelled ridiculous. I got so much memories when it comes to traveling.
I can imagine.
There was 1 year I think I was out of the country every single month. Wow. I was travelling before travelling became
a thing.
I was just travelling. But yeah, my 20s were fun. But I felt like I didn't know myself, and I felt like I had really bad people-pleasing tendencies in my 20s because I felt like that was just expected from me, kind of thing. So it's just that now I'm more self-aware, but I wasn't self-aware then. So sometimes on Snapchat when I see like throwbacks, I'm like, oh my gosh, why would I say this?
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you think that stemmed from, like the people-pleasing?
Being a firstborn daughter,
okay,
and just being expected to serve.
Wow.
To others. So I think that's where that stemmed from. Again, that's through therapy. I didn't know this before. I didn't know, why am I like this? Why is no one else like this? And why other people are like this, but why? But it's literally through childhood and always being expected to lead example and to always be there to serve.
So that pressure. Yeah, to disappoint.
Pressure. Yeah, okay. I want to make everyone happy. I don't mind if I get hurt, but nobody else gets hurt. That kind of thing. So poor boundaries, not knowing any of what the word no is, but that's through childhood. And it's just, I think like it's just a way of like upbringing and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially as the first daughter or the first child.
They say that's a thing. Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Really?
It's a whole thing. And like you're literally the first child of your parents. Your parents are.
They're young as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're learning together.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't ever like blame my parents in any way, but I can see the growth in them as much as me.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm just grateful for where we are at right now. But I can see that's why I am how I was in my 20s. I was just like, it was just a mess. But it was a fun mess.
A fun mess. What was some of the best countries that you've traveled to?
Country-wise, Jamaica's always number one.
Okay.
Even though that was my 29 is a 30. So Jamaica's great. Bali's amazing as well.
Okay.
Had a good time. And surprisingly, Prague, Czech Republic.
Okay.
I really enjoyed myself there. It was super cold, but they had a lot to do there as well. But it depends on what you're looking for in your travels. I go for different types of travel.
Different purpose, yeah.
Yeah, it could be a family trip, culture trip, solo trip, girls trip, mixture, boys and girls trip. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a great time, I would say Miami.
Okay,
That's fun. Jamaica's fun as well. If you're looking for a good city break, New York is lovely. But I've been to New York too many times. But like, I need to stay
like second home.
It literally is like, I haven't been there for a while, but I used to go to New York like it was nothing, like all the time. But yeah, there's different parts of the States as well that I feel like is not explored. New Orleans, great, got so like great food. But I would like to. I haven't been to South America.
The South, yeah.
So Brazil, Argentina. I'd love to go there. And I haven't been to much Asian countries. I've only been to Indonesia, Bali. Okay. So I'd like to go to more Asian countries. And I would like to visit Australia, even though they've got bad PR in terms of the animals. I want to see the animals for myself.
I really want to go.
Like, so that's one thing. Like, I would love to be able to build a life for myself that I'm just able to travel wherever.
Get up and go.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
that,
work like restrictions.
Exactly. So about work, what's your career journey been like from your 20s to now? So
basically, I started off as a communications exec. Because I actually quite like that job. But then I got swindled into the PA world and I feel like I'm kind of stuck here for now. Okay. So I've been the PA, gone up to an EA, and I've met such different personalities and like navigating through the world of work. And I feel like it's not something that we're prepared for as black women. You kind of get like pushed into the deep end, and because I grew up in a predominantly black area, so my school was black. College was black, university was more or less black when I think about who was on my course. So it's only when I went into the world of work, it's like, okay, you have to interact with different people from different backgrounds, different mindsets and everything. And it's just like you're kind of thrown into deep end and things might be said that's very inappropriate, but you don't know it's inappropriate because you don't know. But yeah, so I've been in EA, but I'm trying to break into tech because originally I have a computing studies degree.
Oh, your degree's in
But I graduated during the recession, so there was no jobs in the computing industry. So I just like whatever I could get. So now I'm trying to break into tech now. So I'm doing a course at the moment, and studying and working full time is not an easy thing at all. But I'm getting there slowly. And also just trying to use my passions to create another stream of income. So I can see that's actually kind of working. But it's just
working.
It's
working.
I have like imposter syndrome. But yeah, I can see that the more time you put into something, the more you get out of it. So it's just time. Time is just such a luxury at the moment. So
timing is great. So how have you scheduled your time this year? Because I've seen how disciplined you've been this year. I remember the top of the year you were planning to read a book a month. How's that going?
Yes, that failed. Okay. I've done 25 books. I was meant to do 50 books. No, I was meant to do a book a week.
Oh, a book a week?
Yeah.
I thought it was a book a month.
I wanted to do 50 books this year.
Wow.
I think I've done 25.
Okay, that's
But I have started to learn to like audio. Basically, I need to be more efficient with my time. So maybe as I am cleaning my room, I'm listening to an audio.
Got that from Atomic Habits, right?
Yeah. Habit stacking. Because to sit down and read, you're literally just sitting there. I mean, I could commute somewhere and be reading, that's fine, but I hardly go into the office. So I've learned to like audiobooks and I kind of like hear the emotion of the
yeah,
it's
different.
It's very different. It's a nice experience as well. So yeah, I feel like next year I might be able to hit that 50 if I was just to do the audio books. But yeah, so that was my goal at the top of the year. So there's certain things that I have failed in, but I want to say fail halfway there.
Yeah, you're gonna continue on in the year. Yeah. Okay, amazing. So what are some of the other things that you set for yourself in 2023?
2023, I wanted to be, so on my vision board there was discipline and consistency, and I've been able to show up for that through the gym. Good. I don't recognise the person that I am when it comes to
you look good.
Thank you.
You look good. I love the colours that you wear, the set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it makes a difference. Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah, no, it's a whole event.
Okay.
I wear jewellery to the gym now.
Really?
You need to dress up. Before I just used to be like in a shirt and just leggings. You actually need to dress up. Okay. You need to get the nice gym clothing. I know it's expensive. So expensive. Yeah. But it honestly makes such a difference.
Feel good. I guess it's a thing when it comes to the gym.
Yeah, because I think on Monday I had a cold, so I just didn't dress up, and I had an okay session. But the next day, I was in some pink bra and black shorts, and I was like, "Oh, I look good," and then I had a very good session. Okay. So yeah, if you look good, you feel like you would put in the work. But yeah, discipline and consistency. I had treated gym like it's work. Okay. It's just something that I just need to turn up for, and in building that muscle of promising yourself something and doing it, you find that you trust yourself more. So I used to say I'm going to do this and not do it because I didn't mind disappointing myself. But if it came to other people, I would never ever disappoint. So I wanted to give that same trust that other people have in me for myself, and that the gym was like a little experiment with that. Even days when it's raining and it's like, and when I started the gym, I used to drive to the gym. Then a PT told me that it would be good if I can get 10k steps in. So I started walking to the gym. So the days when it was raining and it's dark and I'm like, I don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it. That instills some sort of another part of you that you would have never met before. Okay. And it just, then when you start trusting yourself, then you believe that you can do certain things because you can trust yourself with it. So the gym it's more than, first I just was like, I just want to go just to lose weight. But then it's turned more into a mental thing. I go to the gym more for my mental health, if anything. Yeah. Because I feel like I can face the day more when I've gone to the gym. When I don't go to the gym, I can feel it. Okay, I don't really feel like ready for the day. Yeah. So the gym is just a way of building consistency and building discipline. So now it's spreading in other parts of my life. So then I started YouTube and I was very consistent on YouTube. I did stop because I got into a bit of a slump, and it does happen. Yeah. But I was able to see that I can be consistent at something, and as long as you're consistent, the results will show up eventually.
How do you feel now? How do you feel knowing the progress that you've made and the mindset shift? Yeah. And how far you've come, the fact that you've been able to take yourself out of that slump, because it's not an easy thing. No. And not everyone can do it if you don't have the right people around you. So you had like friends who sat you down and
support system, my family as well. But I feel very proud of myself. I can't believe how far I've come. There are some parts I'm like, oh, I wish I achieved this and this and this and this, but I'm trying to give myself more grace. But I'm very, very proud of myself. I'm very confident. Way more confident. I thought you've always been this is real confidence. Really? I feel like I've always more performative confident, but I feel like I'm genuinely confident and true to myself. I feel like before it's more like I would subconsciously think about what would other people want or think or anything like that. But now I truly don't care. Like, because I know that all I need is me. That's all I need in this world. I just need me and God. That's it. I don't need anyone else. No one else pays my bills for me. No one else shows up for me the way I show up for myself. So I feel like it's really instilled a lot of confidence in me and who I am as a person. So yeah, it's been a journey, but it's been a very quick journey because it's been less than a year. Okay. As I said, it's very interesting that when I first came and until now, it's like,
a lot of
two different people. Yeah. Wow. But it's because I've been very intentional. I haven't let the year go by. And I think at the beginning of the year I realised that the time is going to go by anyway, but what are we going to do in between that time? What am I going to be saying to myself at the end of the year? And I think that's what it is.
So what are you saying to yourself at the end?
Anyway, I'm like, Whitney, we're going into the next year stronger, and we're going to take this discipline and consistency into other areas of my life. So there's other areas of my life I'm like, okay, I could be a little bit better then. how can I improve on that? And knowing that I was able to achieve this, I know that I can do that, but it's just maybe a different avenue. Maybe pushing myself, my hosting more.
Come to the cup. Take a step back. All right. Heads, shoulders, knees. Heads, shoulders, chest, stomach. Heads, toes, knees, thigh, hip, chest. Heads, shoulders, knees.
I used to be very shy to say that I'm a host.
You don't want to put it out there.
Yeah, I just like I'm trying to sell myself, or like I'm trying to convince people to book me, or if they want me, they want me. But I've had to learn about marketing and putting myself.
Like you actually have to be in everyone's faces.
Literally, because you have to know that someone might not have an event today.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have an event one day, and then they're gonna remember. Oh, she does events. Let me go to her. And it's just like, it's a bit cringe, like...
Yeah, I think that's the problem I have, like, I don't want people to be, number one, like, in my head I'm like, oh, I don't want people to be up in my business.
Yeah.
But what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Because these are the people that are going to potentially take you to where they want to be.
Exactly.
Even if it's not authentic or, like, genuine, so, but it's still a click.
It's still
a click that is leading somewhere, so...
Because I was off social, especially Instagram. Majority
Someone said Instagram is where the monitoring spirits are.
It's disgusting. I can see
the big difference between Instagram and TikTok.
I love TikTok with a passion. TikTok is great for my mental health.
Yeah.
I love TikTok. TikTok, I learn so much.
Instagram is so serious now.
I think it's just we've literally dragged all the baggage of our past from Instagram. So people that we met in college and school, they're all there. We don't speak to them, but yet they know what's happening, and they're still there. So I left Instagram. I left in March when I came back, and I only came back because I want to promote my vision board party. And I want my Christmas tree game, and Christmas, my season is coming, so I'm like, let me just come back on Instagram and let me actually start and I'm on YouTube, but I hate promoting my YouTube. I really don't like it, but my producer's like, you have to, you just have to. You don't know who you could be helping. All these things that, cause I talk about personal development and really trying to be the best version of yourself. Because I feel like I've learned so much. I'm not like an expert or anything, but I have a lot to say. I feel like I can be like the big sister to show, people that, this is what you should do if you're in this situation. So I'm gonna start posting it anyway.
Yes, please, because I'm a subscriber and I'm waiting on it.
But social media, I know it's just Instagram especially.
It's
monitoring spirits. Like, why are you here? You watch everything, but you don't engage in any way. Why? But I do know Instagram has got this shadow ban weird thing as well, so when people don't actually see your post.
Okay.
Yeah, I do know that as well. So right now, but because I've been away from Instagram for so long, I have detached the emotion that comes with posting on Instagram. I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I
just
like,
post and go.
Yeah, because I was away from it for so long, so I have no attachment to it. TikTok, I post on there almost every single day. Like I just post on there, just random stuff because it's just TikTok, it's not that serious, but I feel like Instagram has just turned into this.
It's too serious. Yeah, so that was my mindset, like, I don't want to be out there. Like, I don't, but it's like...
But I think with what you want to do, you kind of...
Yeah, you kind of have to. And I know people buy into people.
They do.
They do. So it's definitely something I'm working on. But like you said, if it's something that I want, then I just have to...
Just do it. Just detach yourself from it. I was even thinking about hiring someone to run my Instagram for me. And I'll just be away from it and they'll just post.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think that will help me. That will help my sanity.
Yes.
Would help.
Yeah. Because... honestly, being off Instagram was one of the best things I did for myself this year. Like, one of the best things. That's the most taxing social media that I'm on. Yeah, Instagram. So, yeah. But I've gone back, but to be fair, when I came back on Instagram, the love was there.
The love was there, yeah.
But I feel like you only love me because I'm coming back now. When I'm here giving you more content, you would not even like it.
Yeah.
But the love was there. But I've just detached myself from the outcome of a post or the outcome or something. I've just detached myself from it, so yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah. But I'm looking for someone to just
handle it. Yeah.
Handle it. Just here's the content, do whatever you want to do with it.
So before, you said that you don't need anyone but yourself and God. The show you've been on is a dating show. First dates.
I can't believe I did that when I think about it.
How, what, when, like, where, why?
So to be honest, I feel this is what happened. I was watching Married at First Sight, and because prior to that, I was previously engaged, engaged to get married, and planning the whole wedding and all of that, and it didn't work out.
Okay.
It's a good thing, trust me.
Really?
But no, it would have been one of the worst things that I would have done.
Do you think?
Yeah.
But in the moment.
In the moment.
Of course, in the moment.
In the moment, I thought, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. But afterwards, finding out certain things, I'm like, yeah, this wasn't the right move for me personally. Okay. It wasn't the right move.
So it took you coming out.
It took me coming out. So sometimes you have to come out of something and see it from a different perspective. When you're in it, it's very hard. Everyone else sees it apart from you.
People are seeing it. Okay.
Yeah, people are seeing it. Everyone else will see it apart from you. Because when you're in it and you're in love, and you're convinced that this is your future, your brain kind of fogs everything. But it's like when you come out of it, and even when I came out of it, it took some time,
of course,
like for me to be like, oh, okay, that would have been a wrong move, and thank God I'm out of it now. Oh, wow. So I was out of it, you know, healing. I now know that at the time of me watching Married at First Sight, I was still healing, even though I thought I had healed from the situation. But yeah, I could see like toxic traits. Like this person's this person's that. If I go on the show, I'm gonna call everybody out. So I applied for it. I was like, I'm going on the show just to shake the tables. Like I'm going on the show.
I'm glad you didn't go on that show.
I think that would have been.
I'm glad you didn't go on that show because it doesn't go well.
No, it doesn't really go well. Show. So then after I finished the application, First Dates popped up. I thought, oh no, the First Dates is actually kind of nicer. And
Christmas.
It's fun. Yeah. No. So I wanted to go on First Dates hotel because I wanted to travel.
Okay. Oh, they have a different one.
They have a different one when you go abroad. So I was like, oh, let me apply. So I applied. This is October 2021. Or maybe September 2021. I applied for it. Literally 3 days, not even 3 days later. Let's say 2 days later, they called me and was like, they're filming for the Christmas. I was like, oh, I'm all about Christmas. I will be fabulous on a Christmas show. Then they asked me questions here and there. They was like, okay, cool. Then I had like a virtual interview where they were just trying to get to know my personality and everything. Then that's when they ask you what you want. And I was like, I want this. And I'm a big 50 Cent fan. So I was like, I want someone that's like 50 Cent. Just like, they were just laughing at me. And I was like, yeah, I want this, I want that. Blah, blah. Then they took some time, but they found someone for me. Okay. And then they were like, yeah, we found someone. So we need you to come in and do your master interview. So I'm just like going with the flow. I'm not even like thinking. I'm just like, this is just fun. I'm not taking this seriously whatsoever. So I had my master interview, but the master interview, I remember they asked me so many questions and it just brought up a lot of triggers. And about like my past relationship and me not getting married and this and that. And I literally cried on camera. Like it was a lot. So when I finished the master interview, I didn't want to do it anymore. Because I was like, I don't want this person to think that I've just gone on national TV to talk about him. Right. That was literally my main concern. Why? I don't know. But that was my main concern then. Cool. But my friends were like, but Whitney, you want to do this. Like, this is so you. Like, you'll be perfect for it. You shouldn't let what you think someone's going to think to stop you from going on. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Going back and forth. And I was like, let me speak to my mum. When I spoke to my mum, and my mum was like, you're speaking your truth, like, you should just do it. She was like, yeah, okay, cool. So anyway, we filmed it in Manchester, and then, we did the blind date. It was actually a really, really good
you guys had fun. You guys were vibing on each other, like,
it was actually really good. Yeah, it was super fun. But then the next month they told me that it's not going to be shown because they batch record. They did so many dates that day. I think they did about 20 dates that day. Wow. And then they picked the best ones for who they want for that Christmas. So because it was Christmas, it's very specific. So if it wasn't going to be shown in December 2021, it will be shown December 2022. So then they said it's not going to be shown December 2021, and I remember I was so busy with work, so I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Forgot about it. Then April comes and they're like, yeah, it's going to be shown in December 2022. Forgot about it. Then they came in December, like, yeah, this is the date that is being shown, and my anxiety went through, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a completely different person from then until now. Oh, why did I do it? This, that, what did I say? I could not remember anything. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do this. I was so nervous. I was a nervous wreck. My anxiety was through the roof. They had to get therapy for me. I had to do sessions and talk about it. Then they were kind enough to, because I said I really want to watch it before it goes on air. They said they can't do that, but they were kind enough to speak me through the episode. So I was listening on the phone to it, like, this actually kind of sounds kind of nice. I was like, okay, cool.
So they played it for you?
They didn't play it for me. She was just like, you come in, then Reddy comes in, and then you do the rapping. This way, oh, you let the rapping say it. They're like, yeah, it was so much fun. And then, but I think my main issue was the master interview of what I said in the master interview when I got emotional. And she just basically said, this is what we've got in there. So on the phone, it's like, okay, this doesn't sound too bad, no problem. And then, so I was like, let Christmas come, and then, because it was showing after Christmas. And then, yeah, I had a watch party. I had some friends come over because I needed the emotional support. I was very nervous. But, and do you know what it is? I wasn't nervous about how my friends and family will see me. I was nervous about how people who don't know me will see me.
Right.
But I can say that at that point, I didn't care about whoever I was talking about, what they would perceive, however they, I genuinely didn't care. I went way, I was like, okay, cool, this show has shown growth, because when at a time of filming, I cared about that so much. Now I'm like, I genuinely don't care. I'm just, I'm just having fun with it. And yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If there is a dating show that you're gonna go on, I'll say that's the nicest one.
Yeah.
It's very light-hearted. It's a feel-good show. They're not here to make you look crazy.
Yeah.
I was very scared about that, because that's what Married at First Sight would have done for me. That's what Love Island would have done for me. Love is Blind.
Yeah.
I applied for Love is Blind though.
Did you?
I did, but they didn't call me back. So yeah. Maybe everything's for a reason.
Everything's for
a reason. But First Dates was great, and the fact that it was the Christmas theme was just perfect. Yeah, it was good.
What was your date like? Because I knew you guys were in sync, so
they cut off so much. We spoke a lot. Because we had a lot in common in terms of like types of music, our backgrounds. He's from East London. Yeah, we just had a lot in common. Saw my Afro Nation. He went and I'm a piano. Then I started talking about my stuff, and he was talking about his stuff. I was genuinely shocked when he said he had a son. I was like, what? That was all, like, everything was genuine about that day.
Yeah. Was it the Chili Challenge? Whitney versus Reddy.
Hey, ready? Ready? And Fred was so lovely as well, so nice, and everybody was really nice, but the date itself was good. But there's other dates happening
around.
So
like all the dates are being filmed.
All the dates are being filmed. So in the restaurant, there's little cameras everywhere. There's no cameramen. So you forget, there's no cameramen. There's literally like little tiny cameras all around the room. So you forget that you're being filmed. You literally forget, you just become yourself, and you just go, So then everyone is in a certain order. So then you know who's in front of you, and you know who's behind you. And they literally tell you like, okay, cool. Once you start walking, the date has started. So you walk in, and then it just all happens. It's about an hour. The date is about an hour, 70 minutes.
But yeah, it's a good thing there's no like cameraman.
There's no cameraman. If there's cameraman, it will throw you off. So there's no camera. That's why everything is actually genuine, authentic.
Okay, good. So what would you tell someone who has had a disappointment? But at the time they don't know that, it's maybe the best thing for you in terms of relationship. So what would you tell someone who's going through it? They think this person is their person, and it doesn't work out, and they haven't reached a point where they know that, okay, this is probably for the best. What would you say to them?
First I want to give them a crumb. Because it's like, it's hard. Heartbreak is very hard. In the moment, you're going to feel like the whole world is against you, and you're going to feel like time has stood still, and you just don't know what to do with yourself. It's going to be what you're going to be thinking about constantly. Your brain is going to be in overdrive. You literally, But I'll just say be very kind to yourself. Just it's literally the small things that you do. Go for walks, listen to a podcast. It sounds so cliche, but it actually does work. Yeah. And you just need to, I think, try not to be closed off in your room or like not go out. Try to be social, because then you realise that there's a whole world out there, and not to make your problem like it's not a big deal, but there's much more to life to look forward to. But take time and like, yeah, just be very kind to yourself, but take time and go through the healing process. The healing process is not linear. There's been times where I thought I was absolutely fine. Then I'll see something and get triggered. Then we'll go back to square one. I'm like, okay, cool. And then it's like a gradual thing. When did the last get triggered? I think I got triggered. It will be sometime this year. And it will be sometime this year I got triggered. Yeah, I got triggered, and I literally had to journal it out. Journaling is great in terms of writing down your thoughts. I had to journal it out, to speak to someone about it, and then I think it's just understanding that your emotions are like clouds and they literally just pass by, but they aren't who you are. But just give yourself a lot of grace, be kind to yourself, and speak about how you're feeling. Because people don't know how you're feeling, and they're not mind readers. I feel like sometimes you feel like the whole world should be like, oh, woe is me with you, but if people don't know that there's something going on, we won't be able to support you. So but give yourself time. They say it takes half of the time that you was with the person
to get over.
So if you're with someone for 5 years, I don't want to say 2.5 years, but but it's just that give yourself time. Give yourself time.
So what place are you at now in terms of dating?
Oh, I'm dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah. How's that going?
I'm not scared of men.
Oh, good.
I'm not scared of men.
Yeah.
I'm cautious.
Okay.
I can spot the red flags. I can be like, red flag, okay, cool.
And it's easy to detach.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, how quick you are.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, okay, cool, this is not going to work. And it kind of like offends them. They're like, you have no emotion. I'm like, it's just that I know that the red flags that you ignore at the beginning is the red flags that it's going to cause it. So I'm like, okay, if I ignore it now, I'm going to pay for it later on. But yeah, no, I'm very open to that. Dating, meeting new people. As I said, this person that I am, I don't recognize her, but she's ready to shine.
She's ready.
Yeah.
Love that. So now Whitney's in a good place.
Yes.
You're happy.
Yes.
You look good.
Thank you.
You feel good.
I do.
What do you want the rest of your journey to look like? What's in store for you?
I just want stability. I want peace. But I want to be fearless.
Yes.
Fearless. And take risks. Take more risks. I think that's what I want to do, and literally just embrace this journey of life. And one thing I've learned to do is how I react to things. I understand that life is going to happen, so I try to have more of a solution-based mindset, whereby I just figure out how to solve the problem and move forward. But I just understand that this whole thing is a journey, and I'm just open to learning. I love YouTube.
Yes.
I learn so much. And I'm on YouTube as well, trying to teach as well. So, yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I said, I feel like you've had a lot of experience and you are like that big sister that's been through stuff. You're still working on yourself. Yeah. And it shows that it never stops.
It never stops.
You're in your 30s, 40s, 50s. Like, you can transform your life at any point. Anytime.
There's sometimes I watch something and in the comments, it'll be like, I'm 50 years old and I'm only learning about this now. I wish I learned this when I was in my 20s or 30s. So you just never stop learning. You just never ever stop learning. So just embrace the journey, but be very kind to yourself at the same time. Yeah.
That's a nice message to end up. Thank you.
You're welcome.